It's kind of funny to see.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I swore Thalane is still here on his Temper Sword. Yeah, and at this point, certainly, for GFE and Thalane, the Temper Sword difference versus Gold Sword difference is gonna be pretty trivial.
Yeah, it doesn't really speed you up. It just makes stuff like the Ganon fight easier. But it actually does speed up the Trinex fight a little bit. But
because
you
can
do a 0 cycle
like,
instead of a 1 cycle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very insignificant. Like, probably picking up the Gold Sword, like going to Harmless Highway, just takes longer than whatever time it saves you on Trinex.
Oh, really?
So,
okay. Alright, no, it's good to know. I mean, but I definitely think, I guess, like, the difference between a 0 cycle and a 1 cycle is probably, I guess, yeah, I think it makes sense, right?
it's
Less
just
than the
few
amount of
seconds,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is maybe more pronounced in, modes that are probably more time sensitive, like, for example, like Spoiler is one of them, but it's like the amount of time it takes even to transition in the underworld, right? Within dungeons, right, within rooms, the fading animation used to even going up and down stairs, like it is much longer than you might think it is. So yeah. I mean, the fact that you have to go into Harmless Highway, open up the chest, come back out, right? It's more than just a few seconds. That's for sure. Even though I think in your head, or in my head at least, it's just like, oh, just go get it. It's like no time, right? And no, it's actually
every transition is like 3 or so, 2 to 3 seconds. So going in and out of Harmless Highway, just the transitions are like 5 to 6 seconds. And
yeah.
Walking to the chest is another, I don't know, like 4 or 5 seconds. So you lose 10 seconds or so to check Harmless Highway, even though it's right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally, you like in my head, it's like, oh, it's one room apart, Surely how long could that be? It is surprisingly long. Yeah. And this is even for like non-keys mode too, right? When you have like, oh, this is the big key to this dungeon, you have a text box, that adds more time, right? Or, something like that. And it's all these little things do add up. All right, but we also did see the power of the Gold Sword on Helmasaur on GFE side, so doesn't he have to switch or do everything? Okay, but I guess maybe at this point the lane is right. So we have no flute, so I guess we're just gonna have to overworld route this as best as we can. Does it actually matter too much, like what order he does? Swamp versus Skullwoods in?
No, not really. I don't. Maybe it's fast. No, probably not. So I was thinking maybe it's faster to just stay in the Darkwood after this one would walk to Skullwoods, but that doesn't seem right. So I think either way, you just save and quit to Link's house for a Swamp, and then you save and quit to Sang for Skullwoods. And there isn't really much you can do.
Okay. I guess that makes sense, yeah. I mean, but these are probably things that, well, I guess I'd personally think about more. Maybe if you play more Inverted. Okay, I know not a lot of people play Inverted, but it's the where I was going with it was because in Inverted you don't even have the luxury of even potentially finding the flute anywhere and using it in Light World, because so Inverted runners have, I guess, they're much more conscious of how to route overworld in the Light World to try and save time, because all these saving, quitting, and like running everywhere or walking everywhere, if for some reason you don't start with boots, I don't know why you would ever do that, but like all this stuff costs time.
What are these things that you said, Inverted runners?
Well, I'm